Hello everyone, this is Crustle and welcome back to another video. And this is going to be another delivery day video, but this time for this delivery day video, we are getting the card that I'm going to be signing for Mimikbrew as my signature card to give to him in exchange for his signature card that he gave to me on the Crustle illustration rare. So I didn't have any Crustle cards on hand because I asked Mimikbrew if he wanted a signature card, like my signature on a Mimikyu card, and he said no, I want it on a Crustle card. So I had to go search for a Crustle card for a little bit. I thought about one of the Crustle cards at first just because the price was a little bit cheaper, but then I realized that Mimikbrew left a comment on one of my videos, and it was for the black and white boundaries crossed holo rare Crustle. He was saying, oh, the holo rare foiling goes kind of hard. And I thought that comment meant that he liked that card in some sort of way. So that is actually the card that I ended up going to get. And there are a few more boundaries crossed Crustles this time around. I did not find that many holo rares before, but now there seems like there are a few more listings for them. So I found one seller that had sold multiple versions of that boundaries crossed Crustle. I didn't need it for like grading or anything like that, so I bought one out of the three just because I was going to make it my signature card. This card still is a few bucks, which is surprising to me. I guess this card is super playable and maybe desirable in the Pokemon TCG. But I ended up finding the Boundaries Crossed holo rare card, and I wanted to get it in as great a shape as possible. I know Mimikbrew likes more near mint cards, so the seller said this was near mint, but it could be like TCG near mint. But it came in a plain white envelope, very much a plain white envelope, very different than Mimikbrew's envelopes that he sends. But this is more similar to what I would maybe send in the mail, like plain white envelope wise. So I'm pretty used to that. And I like how they use the eBay sticker on the envelope, so you know it came from eBay. That could be a good or bad thing, but at least it's an identifier. So I put on my gloves, and I will have to use the box cutter here just to kind of open or kind of slit through the envelope, just again opening. One, just because in the last video I didn't really use my box cutter. Two, I like to use it for these envelopes when I have that much empty space in the envelope. So I kind of am opening up the card or the envelope in a more obscure way, probably harder than I need it to be, but you know, that's how I have already done it. So basically they sent basically a letter with this, and that's really nice of them to do. Thank you for your purchase. I really do appreciate that they sent this card. Was not expecting that, so that was something. But the way they packaged this card was a little bit interesting. I did appreciate this, but they attached the card to a piece of cardboard, which is not bad, but the card did slide out of the petty sleeve a little bit, so the card was not really the top loader. I would have preferred the card be the top loader, but at least there was some protection. Was not a whole lot of protection, but still I guess it's better than no protection. So I'm glad the card was still in decent shape getting here. So I tried to take this tape off, but realized I might bend the card, so I realized I just kept the piece of tape on the penny sleeve and go from there. But this is the Crustle from Boundaries Crossed, the holo rare version, and for the most part it is in near mint condition. From what I can see, there is a little bit of whitening, but this card series is older, so whitening is to kind of be expected. It's not gem mint, it's near mint, so you can see there's like some whitening in the corner there, a little whitening on the top. So it's kind of to be expected, but to be quite honest, the card is pretty centered. More so than I think the version that I actually have in my Crustle Master set. So this is the card that Mimikbrew responded in my video that he liked in some sort of fashion, so I figured, you know what, this would be the perfect Crustle to get him to do the signature card for. And it didn't have to be, it could be more or less pristine, but it didn't have to be exactly in pristine condition, just because I knew that I was gonna write all over this card and draw all over this card. So the value of this card will definitely drop once I put the Sharpie to this card. So I wasn't really too concerned with that, but the card is in pretty nice shape. And the holo rare pattern is really nice, and I believe this card came in pretty decently delivered. I just would have wished that this card was in a top loader. It kind of surprised me when I folded over the cardboard and the card was already kind of slid out already. Luckily, there was no damage to the card, so I'm pretty happy about that. But overall, this is going to be my version of the signature card for Mimikbrew on this card. So it's not as fantastic as what he did where he got the illustration rare for the Crustle card for me. I thought about doing the illustration rare for Mimikyu for him, but then he requested a Crustle card, and I didn't really want to get the illustration rare for Crustle because he just sent one to me, so I didn't want to send the exact same card. So I thought this card would be a little bit more obscure and unique just because you don't see this set very often, and I don't know if you see this Crustle card very often. The original card I thought about was the Evo Skies one because I do like that artwork, but I saw Mimikbrew left a comment again on one of my videos when I did the delivery day video for this Boundaries Cross Holo Rare card, and I really like that one. I had the opportunity for a reverse holo card, but it was in kind of LP MP condition, and I figured I'd rather go for one that's a little bit more pristine for Mimikbrew since he likes his cards a little bit more mintier than not. So, you know, I try and match the expectations of the person that's getting the card. So anyways, I will definitely make a video for when I send out the Crustle signature card and my request to Mimikbrew, and I'll probably send this to him as well. I hope he makes some type of reaction video, short, something. Like, I'd like to see his reaction in a video type of form, Matt, just to see kind of what it is, because I've had the others do that as well that's got my signature card. So nothing special. Got this Crustle card, and I hope Mimikbrew will enjoy it when I do the signature. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.